You guys, it's time we talk about HYRAM. HYRAM recently dropped his skincare line and we gotta review it. A lot of people have been talking about his products and you know, he's such a big face in the skincare community. He has a huge following, such an audience on both his YouTube channel and his Instagram and his TikTok. I mean, he's like the face. You know, if you're in skincare, if you really like skincare, you probably know who he is. I've been following HYRAM for a while now. I remember when he was back at like 500,000 followers on YouTube. And I remember each milestone that he had. You know, he had his 1 million, he had his 2 million, his 3 million. And I don't even know what he's at, but like on TikTok, I think he's at least at like 5 or 6 million. Like he has grown tremendously. And now we see him stretching away from content creation and into making a brand. This brand is in partnership with the Inky List. I will leave my review of the Inky List up above. You know that we love them here on this channel. And HYRAM himself has loved the Inky List for so long. HYRAM time and time again has suggested Inky List products to his audience, so I'm not surprised to see the collaboration. I've been testing out these products for quite some time. It's been like a couple weeks now. So I definitely have collected my thoughts about each of these products and I'm really excited to share them here today. Just as a disclaimer, I purchased 2 of these products myself on launch day. I was really excited to test these out, so I ordered the Retinol and the Mandelic Acid Serum. However, since then, the brand did reach out and sent me the full line of products, and I did make a sponsored video over on TikTok for these products. However, with that being said, this video itself is not sponsored and all of these thoughts and opinions are my own. I really appreciate the brand and HYRAM for their wants and desires for honest, brutal feedback. Even that video that I made over on TikTok, they really strive for honesty with their creators that they work with. So sponsored or not, these opinions here today are my own. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of it all. So with that all being said, let's get into this video. All right, we're gonna go in order of how you would apply these. So first we're gonna talk about the cleanser. This is the Centella and Green Tea Daily Gel Cleanser. This markets itself as a non-stripping, non-drying cleanser made for all skin types. Now, is that true? I would say yes. I was very, very happy with this cleanser. A lot of gel cleansers, especially for me with dry skin, really dry me out. This left my skin feeling really, really comfortable after. It was like a perfect amount of cleansing for me, not stripping whatsoever. I imagine maybe in the winter times when my skin's a little bit more dry. My skin's extremely dry as is, but in the wintertime, it's extremely dry. Maybe during the wintertime, I can see this being a tad bit drying for me, but right now in the summertime, this is amazing for me. I really like to see Centella and green tea in a formula. Centella is so soothing to the skin. It's one of my favorite ingredients. If you have inflammation or irritation, that can really help soothe and calm down that irritation. It's a great ingredient. I like to see it across the board. I'm like, give me that Centella. Centella is amazing. Green tea is also a great antioxidant. It's also calming and it's great for redness. It really soothes any redness that you have in your skin. Again, with HYRAM, I'm not surprised I'm seeing those ingredients. I know that he loves both, especially green tea, so not surprised whatsoever. This also has about 14% glycerin in it, which is a humectant that's going to draw in moisture to the skin. So when you're cleansing your skin, those humectants will continuously grab water from the environment, and it can really prevent any drying or stripping sensation that you can have while cleansing. Now, this is a wash-off cleanser, so I don't think you should be too pressed on these certain ingredients that are in here. We're going to focus a little more on the ingredients with those leave-on products. This one, let's just focus on the way we feel when we use this. An excellent cleanse without stripping the skin. That's the key here. That's exactly what we're looking for. This also comes to like a very mild lather, I would say, which is great for me because sometimes I associate lather with a stripping sensation. Sometimes those foaming cleansers out there, they're just a little too stripping. This was like the perfect sensation. It gave me that stuff that really makes me feel like I'm cleaning my skin, that mild lather, while leaving my skin completely comfortable and hydrated. I was so happy with this cleanser. I normally cleanse my skin just at night and I was using this and I felt perfectly fine with that. I did try it morning and night just to see how I would feel and I was very happy. Definitely enjoyed this cleanser a lot. Next, we're gonna get into the treatment step and we have 3 options. We're gonna start out with the Retinal Serum, which you know I love me some retinol. Retinol is also such a hot topic and I see a lot of young people really wanting to get into retinol, which retinol can be great for acne and any congestion that you have in the skin. I don't think you should worry about any anti-aging effects that you can get with retinol. Don't worry about that until you're like late to mid 20s. 25, start worrying about those wrinkles and fine lines. But for anyone younger, you can use retinol as an acne fighting ingredient. I know a lot of people out there are really interested in trying retinol and I really appreciate that this brand offered a very gentle form of that retinol because sometimes people just start out with way too strong retinol and they really irritate their skin. They don't need that high strength of retinol right now. I mean, some people are just going to the extreme. So I love when I see gentle forms of retinol in a line. This actually has encapsulated retinol too, which I am obsessed with. I've tried a couple other products with encapsulated retinol, and I was so happy with it because it's a slow release form of retinol, so you're not going to get as much irritation or sensitivity from it. So I was really happy to see that in here. This also has rainbow algae. The rainbow algae is supposed to help with hyperpigmentation, which this also has tranexamic acid in here, which is another great ingredient if you have any type of pigmentation in the skin. This also has squalane, which I think is a fantastic oil. It's really soothing to the skin. It's really replenishing. I've said this before on my channel, but that's a skin identifying oil. So I love squalane. It's one of my absolute favorite oils. I don't deal with hyperpigmentation too much. I'm using retinol for my fine lines and my wrinkles. I'm 27 years old. You know, I need some assistance in that area. I don't have too many. I know it's very mild, but I just want retinol for those anti-aging benefits. For me, being so experienced with retinol, you know, I've been using it for a couple years now. This is a little too gentle for me. So am I personally going to repurchase this? No, just because I'm kind of like way past this one. I really want those high strength retinols, but I think this one is excellent for beginners, those with sensitive skin. If you are starting out with retinol, if you want to dabble your little toes in vitamin A, this is a fantastic option for you. If I'm comparing this to another retinol out there, I would say this is very similar to the Versed Retinal Serum. That's a very gentle retinol serum. It also has encapsulated retinol. It also includes bakuchiol, which is a vitamin A derivative. Very gentle on the skin. I would put those at a similar strength of retinol. Both fantastic for beginners and those with sensitive skin, like I said. It also has a beautiful consistency to it. As you can see, it's like kind of creamy. It's such a super lightweight cream though. Like not a cream, I just lied to you. A very liquidy, lightweight, but yet creamy consistency. I don't know, it's really nice. By the way, I don't think I said this, all these products are fragrance free. Of course, coming from HYRAM, that was probably a necessity. You know he is anti-fragrance over there. Let's chat about their salicylic acid and sea kelp serum. This is the product out of everything in this line I'm probably going to use the least. And that's just because me with dry skin, I don't really grab salicylic acid too much. I grab it about once a week. And even when I grab salicylic acid, sometimes I use it just right where I'm congested, which is right in my T-zone, maybe in the hairline. So I didn't find myself grabbing this too often. Salicylic acid is a BHA. It's an oil soluble exfoliant. It's going to go deep into your pores, clean out any congestion or gunk that you have. It's really great if you have acne, clogged pores, blackheads. It's a really good ingredient. This is marketing itself as an oil controlling serum, and that's because that salicylic acid, like I said, it's going to really go down and help with that sebum production, all that gunk in your pores. This actually has niacinamide, which is a great ingredient, and that really regulates that sebum production. So this is technically an oil controlling serum. I also love niacinamide, and I love when you pair it alongside a salicylic acid because it really like helps each other out. Salicylic acid can be really strong. So pairing niacinamide alongside with it is a great thing because it's really going to soothe and help kind of balance that salicylic acid out. It also has salicylic acid, which is a bacteria fighting ingredient, and that sea kelp, which is said to be a skin barrier, like repairing kind of ingredient. So overall, this is a fine serum. Like I said, I'm not going to be one to grab it too often because I have more dry skin. What I look for is more of an AHA, which we'll get into in a moment. If you have acne, clogged pores, oily skin, this is going to be a great option for you. What I appreciated about this was the strength of it. It has 0.5% salicylic acid, which I do appreciate a lot because a lot of times salicylic acid is pushed up so high. And again, this can be said about this line in general. A lot of these percentages are at really nice levels instead of being like shot up high. Like we don't need 10% niacinamide necessarily. We don't necessarily need a 2% salicylic acid. 0.5 does the job that we need it to do. So I do really appreciate the consciousness that was behind these percentages. Now let's get into my favorite product. Oh baby, I love this one. This is the Mandelic Acid and Rice Bran Serum. I am obsessed. This is my first time using mandelic acid, and I am a mandelic acid stan now. Mandelic acid is an AHA. It's going to exfoliate that top layer of your skin. You can group these along with glycolic acid and lactic acid. All of these work in very similar ways. I would say this is more aligned with lactic acid. It's going to be a more gentle form of AHA versus glycolic acid. Glycolic acid has the smallest molecule, so it's going to go a little bit deeper, which just makes it a little bit stronger, and sometimes I find that can be a little bit irritating, especially for my skin. I am in love with lactic acid, and now I am in love with mandelic acid. AHAs are also going to be a little hydrating too, so I was really happy with that. This says it's a very gentle exfoliation. You better believe her. I am obsessed with a gentle form of exfoliation. I'm sick and tired of people really wanting like the highest thing that they can get on the market. You don't need it. A gentle form of exfoliation is a great thing. A gentle form of exfoliation means that you can use it a little bit more frequently, and I love the more frequent form of exfoliation versus like a really intense peel like once a month. I'm grabbing the gentle exfoliation any day over those really powerful ones. So this has the mandelic acid, again, that's that AHA. It also has gluconolactone. I know that's an intense ingredient name. That's a PHA. It's going to be even more gentle than that mandelic acid. PHAs work very similar to AHAs. I find that they're going to be a little bit more hydrating than AHAs, but they're still working on that top layer of your skin. This has the rice bran, which is a very gentle form of exfoliation and also oil controlling, and a little bit of salicylic acid in here too. I mean, I love this one. Extremely gentle, like I said. So I've been using this about like 3 times a week. The only tip I have with this is the packaging. It takes a lot of work to get this out. And then I saw somewhere you're only supposed to use like a couple little droplets, but by the time I squeeze that out and put it on my skin, it's like all dried up in my hand. So that can be like a little annoying, which I can say that about really all of the treatment products. The packaging is just like not that great. Like it takes like a lot of energy to get it out of here. That's me being very picky. And this one especially, it's kind of like a toner. Like it's really liquidy. So I can see this being put into like a bottle, like a toner bottle, pouring it into your hands and then patting it on your skin that way, instead of getting like an upper body workout every single time I want to exfoliate my skin with this. Amazing product. Definitely my favorite in the line. And I feel like not a lot of people know about mandelic acid. So here you go. Welcome. Introducing mandelic acid. She's amazing. Next is the one I was probably most surprised by. This is the moisturizer. It's the Niacinamide and Maracuja Daily Barrier Support Moisturizer. Now, why was I surprised with this? Probably because of the consistency and like the lightweight yet moisturizing aspect of it. So as I said earlier, I have extremely dry skin. So sometimes I need them thick creams, both morning and night. This one is such like a lightweight consistency that when I put this on the skin, I'm like, oh Lord, that's not gonna be enough. For me with dry skin, that is. However, then you sit there and you really let it sit on your skin and you're like, wait, no, that is enough. In the daytime, not enough in the nighttime. I would say it's definitely a little too lightweight for me and my dry skin to use consistently, but it was really lightweight, really hydrating, sat on the skin really lovely with being like moisturizing enough. It was very strange. Definitely an interesting moisturizer. I would say it's gonna work a little bit better for those with oily or regular skin versus anybody with dry skin. You might need something more with this, but in the morning, this paired alongside a moisturizing sunscreen, I found that that was a great combination. And I'm an idiot. On the website, it says best for oily combination and acne prone skin. Okay. Stupid. Kevin, you stupid. It has that niacinamide at 5%, which again, like I said about these percentages, that's a really good place to be at. Niacinamide doesn't need to be shot up at 10%, even though I do like it. 5% niacinamide is gonna give what you need it to give. So that 5% niacinamide is gonna be brightening for the skin. It's gonna help regulate that oil production. And through that regulation of oil production, it's gonna reduce the appearance of your pores. Niacinamide is the best. I'm a little unfamiliar with the Maracuja oil, but it's said to promote the skin healing process by supporting damaged or weakened skin. Love that. I do have to say it felt very calming and soothing on the skin. So overall, I'm happy with this product. I'm personally not going to use it as much again because it's not made for my skin type. So those are the products. Overall, I'm highly impressed with this line. I'm a little bit of a HYRAM'S stan. I've been following him for a long time. He's somebody that introduced me to a lot of skincare ingredients out there. I was watching him like every single week. That was ugly. But no, I watch a lot of his videos and he really taught me a lot about skincare. So to see him come out with his own line, it's really exciting. And it's really amazing to see a creator like him be able to work with a brand such as the Inky List and make a great line of products. I think this line is great. I think it really makes sense with what his following is. A lot of these percentages, these ingredients, they're at such a good concentration where a lot of these products are not super strong. It's giving you gentle forms of retinol, gentle forms of exfoliation, good percentages of niacinamide. I mean, a lot of this really makes sense for who he is in my mind. I'm really impressed by the line. Like I was saying, these products, the retinol, salicylic acid, and the moisturizer, I'm probably not going to use too much. I don't know if I would necessarily repurchase these just because the salicylic acid, the niacinamide moisturizer, they're not really made for my skin type. So I don't normally need to grab something like that often. And the retinol was just a little too gentle for what I'm really looking for. But I think these are great options for anybody in their teens, anybody starting out with retinol. These are going to be great for you. These two products are definitely my favorite, the cleanser and the mandelic acid. Like I said, this is my baby. I will be repurchasing this one like crazy, and AHA is great for somebody with dry skin. And like I said, I'm obsessed with a gentle form of exfoliation. And the cleanser, like I said, amazing, such a good, gentle, non-stripping cleanser. So what do you all think about the line? Please leave it down below. I'm dying to know your thoughts. This is such like a hot topic right now. HYRAM himself is a hot topic in the skincare community. Like everybody is obsessed with him. So please let me know what you're thinking down below. If you've been able to try these products, what has been your favorite? Let me know. All of these products will be listed down below along with my socials. Before you head out, make sure to subscribe and like this video. I thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.